Okay, so let's say Fritz is Mike, and the FNAF 2 custom night is after FNAF 1, which, because of the beginning newspaper at the beginning of the game, it says Vintage Pizzeria brought new life, which, because of Into the Pit, we know that the FNAF 2's restaurant and FNAF 1's restaurant, they are not the original Freddy's, right? And as for the withered animatronics, how can a fur-like material become plastic? Like a plastic-like material? Not really possible that I know of, but I don't work with that stuff. I don't work. Um, or Jamie sees the wizards still broken and all dirty, right, and gross and stuff. But Bonnie isn't missing an arm. Chica has at least like one hand and all that. Um, yeah. So anyway, let's get to the first real piece of evidence, which is the pink slip. And the pink slip is the most used and really only acknowledgement that Fritz Smith even exists, right? And on the pink slip, on the pink slip, on the slipped, on the pink slip is odor, right? And tampering with the animatronics, right? But no unprofessionalism, because because Mike cleaned up his act, right? And since Mike cleaned up his act, that means that he's like serious, probably, right? And he gets right to the whole tampering thing, and like as soon as he's hired, if William was still controlling him at this point, then Mike would stay there a few nights, at least one other night, before William would tell him that he should tamper with the animatronics, so he could document the animatronics activity after he killed the DCI, like he did with the MCI. But Jeremy was working then, so Mike couldn't work there. And also, Mike is always the guy in the custom night. FNAF 1, FNAF 2, sister location, right? And every time, the hardest level is the canon one, right? The sister location custom night has the mini games and about Mike it has like the mini games about Mike decaying, his speech to William, right? And in FNAF 2 has the pink slipped, right? Pink slip, I cannot say slip. Pink slip about Fritz Smith being fired and stuff, right? All of these are canon. So Mike goes through the hardest nights. Pause. I don't think anyone can do that unless the person doing it has nothing to lose, a bomb, or a gun. But Mike could do it. He could survive. If he can survive a literal spoon ripping his organs out and gutting him like a pig, and then later him spitting out the spaghetti monster that's been living in him for weeks, days, who knows? And sure, Remnant was the thing that kept him alive, right? And it brought him back and all that. But he couldn't survive unless he still has Remnant that's healing him. I mean, look at Jeff. He's a bluish purple color. Then look at Mike in sister location. He's full on purple, right? He's like a purple indigo color. So by FNAF 6, he should be like a sky blue, light blue, maybe even pale, right? And Remnant doesn't work like magic, right? So it won't make you look the same way on how you died, right? It will make you look how you should look at that point in time. So, like if Join the Band is in 2015, that would mean that Mike should be 40-something and should not look like he's in college, because that's not how Remnant works. But if Join the Band was in 1985 to 1986, then yes, Mike would be in college, or should be in college, right? Also, I'm saying that Remnant doesn't heal the same way and doesn't make you look the way that it should, right? That most people say it does, right? Because Dave in the Silver Eyes, or William in the Silver Eyes, was healed by Remnant, but he looks like he should, in his 40s. Right, now, I want to talk about the books real quick. Sea Bonnies, Rory's fish. Fritz is like eaten by the sea bonnies, and turned blue. Like Mike with Innard. Mike's organs would basically eaten by Ennard, and with both sea Bonnies and Ennard, they lived as the person they ate, in, like, quotation marks. And adult Charlie is also sort of like a Mike parallel. I mean, Clown Robot pretends to be a person, or a popular person at that, for days until they are exposed as not being them. I mean, they're basically the same, you know? I do have a video coming up that makes me look dumb for saying that, about like the whole Charlie parallel. But that's way later. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. The next video is about the FNAF 3 guard, which was like a popular, like a popular topic like 8 months ago. So I'm a little late. But I'm always late. So yeah.